Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at SEMRush, one of the major tools in SEO that you will find on the market in 2019. This is a huge tool when it comes to SEO, and it provides many different benefits. So we're going to be taking a look at a lot of the major features that come with a software suite like this, and as always, the link for this will be in the description below. So let's get into this. Alright, we're going to be going through each of these features one by one to review their functionality and how you can use it to help rank your website easier. The first thing that we're going to be taking a look at is the domain analytics. In this feature set, you're going to find organic research, backlinks, advertising research, PLA research, display advertising, traffic analytics, and everything else that goes along with the domain and their statistics. So let's go ahead and take an example page. In this case, we're just going to go with something like Google. And we're going to be looking at what stats SEMRush shows you with the domain overview. When you search a website, you're going to get a couple of main statistics. You're going to get organic search, paid search, backlinks, and display advertising. Below that, you'll get three charts: organic keywords, paid keywords, and basically the organic search traffic over time, along with the paid search traffic over time. You'll get the live organic keywords and the organic position distribution. From this overview, you're going to be able to deep dive into each one of these statistics to find out a little bit more about that statistic. In this case, when we're looking for domain analytics, there's two use cases for SEO. There is one, which is going to be when you are looking up your own domain. You're going to want to figure out, it doesn't much matter about the organic search as it does the backlinks. You're going to be interested in what backlinks your website has, as well as what your trend is and whether it's going upwards. Now, the second use case for this is going to be looking at competitors' domain names, which is very important. And for that, you're going to want to look at the organic search, paid search, backlinks, and the organic keywords so that you know what they're ranking for, so that you can rank for those keywords as well, or find keywords that are easier for you to rank for. So in this case, let's go ahead and dive into each of these and see what they look like. In this case, we're going to be grabbing or going into the organic search. When you take a little bit of an in-depth look of organic search with SEMRush, you'll find that the main thing they're going to be looking at is keywords and graphing over time. So you're going to see a big graph that's going to show how many searches or how many keywords they've been ranking for over time. As you can see, from July 15th to January 16th, there was a huge increase in keywords that they were ranking for, a huge boost in content in this case. And you can use this to view how often your competitors are publishing content, as well as what keywords they are currently ranking for. Down below, you'll see a big chart with a bunch of different keywords that are going to be going over what position they are, how much traffic they're receiving, what percentage of the traffic they're receiving, the volume, and quite a few other criteria that will be useful for you to look at. In this case, if we're looking for keywords to rank for, what we're going to want to look for is traffic or traffic percentage. Because for whatever website you're looking for, you're going to want to drive traffic to it. So the best thing to look for is, of course, the keywords that drive the main traffic to their website. In which case, Google, it's when people Google, which usually happens if they type it into the search bar, which is natively searching in Google. In this case, we can see that for this keyword, the volume is 101 million, which is very, very high. The keyword difficulty percentage is how difficult it's going to be to rank for a keyword like that. In this case, it's 81%, which is very, very high. You're not going to rank for Google, obviously. When you're looking up a competitor's website, you're going to want to find a keyword difficulty that's relatively low compared to your website. And you're going to want to judge what your statistics are based off what their statistics are for both backlinks and just your overall authority, so that you can understand whether or not you're going to beat them. Because the two main factors that are going to go into whether or not your website is going to beat another is domain authority and your content. So long-form content is always going to be the king, and backlinks to that content are also very, very strong. All right, You can look at many different various stats when it comes to keywords, such as position changes, competitors, pages, and subdomains. But in general, this is going to have everything you're going to need when it comes to keyword research. The next thing is backlinks. So when you're looking at a specific domain, this is good for both your domain and a competitor's domain. You're going to want to look at the backlinks. And SEMRush is one of the better tools when it comes to backlinks. They have a huge database. They're updated very frequently. And overall, I've found it to be one of the more accurate tools when it comes to backlink analysis of websites. In this case, it shows Google has 46.6 billion backlinks. Obviously, when you're looking at competitors and niche websites, they're not going to have nearly this much. You can see the referring domains. So of those 46.6 billion backlinks, there are only 22 million referring domains. And this is important to keep track of because even though they may have a lot of backlinks, their referring domains may be low. This basically means that there's only a couple websites that are actually backlinking to them, and they're just backlinks. They're just doing a lot of backlinks. So if you're looking for competitive research against another website, when you're looking at their referring domain, if it's low, that means that there's a site that's just linking constantly to them, which doesn't give them as much authority as a varied domain reference. Authority score is going to be kind of like your generic domain authority or page authority. In this case, it's SEMrush's specific authority calculation. It's calculating Google to be 100 authority score. In each of these, you'll find basically why they calculated it out to be what authority score. In this case, they have a domain score of 96, a trust score of 99, and that is because they have 46.6 billion backlinks, 22 million referring domains, 46 billion monthly visits, and 271 million keywords. Obviously, these are very big numbers because Google is one of the most popular websites out today. The other features are not nearly as important, and we'll go over those in a second. Just like with organic research, you're going to find that you can deep dive into the backlinks. You can find what specific backlinks each website has. In this case, you can go through each of these backlinks, see if they're follow, no follow, see when they were last seen. You can see the follow versus no follow ratio. You can grab the anchor text that they're using. This is very important, especially when doing competitive research, because you can find the websites that are linking to your competitors. Go to those websites yourself and get links back to your website, because most of the time, if a website's linking to another one, they're willing to link to other sites, so they might be willing to link to your website if you have good quality content. So this is very important for competitive research. So looking at the three other features, or I guess the four other features, but two of them are new. One of them is advertising research. This is going to help you if you're looking to research a bit into if that website is advertising. In this case, you can see that Google's advertising on eBay, Google Maps, Bank of America. They're advertising quite a few different places. This is really only important if you're looking to advertise your website and you're looking for some statistics about where they're getting their audience from. It's also very useful if you're looking to check whether their traffic is coming from natural sources or from research, advertising. PLA research is another very new feature when it comes to SEMRush, but this is really not something you're going to be using on a daily basis, and I think that this is probably much more oriented towards agencies that are looking for a good tool on their advertising statistics and what exactly they're advertising. Display advertising is just like advertising research, but it's basically saying, what types of ads are they running, what are some examples of ads they're running, where they're being published, how much time is being spent viewing these ads, just basically in-depth information about the display statistics for that specific domain. The last three specific statistics that you'll find when you're going to the domain analytics are generalized analytics. These mean that it's not specific to a domain, and it's just an overall across the entire web. What's really ranking. So in this case, SEMrush rank is the top 100 ranking websites. with Wikipedia being the biggest website with a huge amount of traffic and keywords that they're ranking for. Again, this is a little bit less important, and realistically, you're not going to be using these different features down here that are more generic as much. Because there's a lot of different features, we're going to be going over the most important features and not every single feature. Otherwise, we'd be here all day. But I will say that the main tools that you're going to be using will be domain analytics, keyword analytics, projects, topic research, and some of the SEO content tools, which will help you write content. So the next thing that we're going to go into is the keyword analytics. So when we're looking up keyword analytics, this is going to be helping you find specific keywords that you can rank for your website. So after we've done some competitor research, or even maybe before we do competitor research, we're going to be looking up what keywords we want to start to rank for. Then we can do domain analytics on those competitors that we're trying to rank above. So in this case, for a keyword overview, we might type in how to sing better, right? So this would be an example of a niche subject, maybe singing, and you're looking for the difficulty in how difficult it is to rank for this query, and also the statistics about who is ranking for this keyword. The first thing you're going to find is the volume and number of results. This means that there's about 10,000 people searching for how to sing better on Google, with about 455 million results returned from Google, which is quite a bit in this case. The paid search, the average cost per click is $1.15 with a computation of 0.06. The phrase match keywords is going to give you phrases or keywords that are closely related to what you searched to both give you some ideas and show you the volume of that keyword comparatively to those queries. The organic search results is one of the more important parts of this keyword research tool, and this is going to give you the SERPs of each of these domains. So in this case, we can see that the number one ranking website for this is eHome Recording Studios. And if we go on and click that and go to that, it's going to bring you to the domain analytics that we looked over earlier for this specific domain, as well as this specific URL. So in this case, this article, you can look a little bit more in depth about some of those statistics. But just like earlier, it's going to show you those traffic, what keywords they're ranking for, what the difficulty is, etc., etc. So going back to the keyword research, you'll find a couple of other statistics when it comes to the keyword analytics overview, but for the most part, those are the things you're going to want to look for. Moving on to the Keyword Magic tool. This is a tool to help you find keywords. It's just a little bit of a different tool. It's rather new to SEMRush. This is one of the newer tools that they've added. Recently, SEMRush has been adding a lot of different tools to help you with SEO, obviously, but in this case, a little bit more specific to your website and tools to help you find or research those different things. In this case, this is to help you find keywords. If we go ahead and search for that same keyword, we're going to see a little bit of different statistics. Rather than an overview of the volume of that keyword, we're going to see a bunch of keywords that are like this. This is very similar to tools like Keyword Finder, in which will help you find ideas for articles and content that you might want to write about on your website, or categories that you can look for niches to write in. In this case, How to Sing Better has many different keyword results that are easier to rank for than the main keyword of How to Sing Better. In this case, we can see the average difficulty is 10.17%, which is very good. So that means it's not as difficult to rank for these keywords. We can sort by volume, see the trend, and then we can sort by keyword difficulty to find the easiest keywords. In this case, if we go ahead and search for this and go ahead to the lowest, we can see that some of them are not available, but you can filter those out however you want with the advanced filters. And look through the list to find those keywords that you're going to want to rank for. Ad history is not something that I would say is very important with SEMRush. It is an option if you're looking for ad history of a specific keyword. Keyword difficulty is just going to straight up give you a text box to list all the keywords you want to find the difficulty for, and it's just going to straight up give you the difficulty. You'll find those in Keyword Analytics and the Keyword Magic tool. The only reason to use this tool is if you have a long list of maybe an Excel sheet, which includes many of those keywords, you can find the keyword difficulty for a batch of keywords. It looks like up to 100 keywords, and that's based off the subscription that you have with SEMRush. Yeah. So that is the Keyword Analytics feature set. The final thing that we're going to be taking a look at with SEMRush that I feel is one of the more important tools that you can use to help rank your website is going to be some of their newer tools to help write content. The first is going to be topic research. Topic research is a little bit different than the keyword research. In this case, it's a little bit more generalized to what subjects you're looking to research. So in this case, I might research, just to keep with the same idea, singing. So I'll get the content ideas, and it's going to go searching through that topic to find not only just keywords, but what topics I'm going to be, I can dive into that are going to give me the most benefit when it comes to building out a niche website in this case. So let's go ahead and wait for this to collect some of that data. So from the beginning, we can see that there's quite a few different topics that it's bringing up. In this case, we can see American Idol, listening to music, singing apps, vocal cords, singing lessons, etc., etc. What we want to do is look through these different topics and find a specific topic that we want to kind of focus on, because one of the big important factors when it comes to SEO, especially with websites, is focusing on relevancy. If you have a few topics or a wide range of topics, your relevancy is going to go down. What you want to really, really focus on is to basically find a specific topic and then write as many articles as possible covering all the ranges of that topic. In this case, we can see singing lessons. This is a topic, and you can see that these are a little bit more localized, so it wouldn't be as good of a national search, but what it's saying is these are the top headlines that are going to appear with this topic. Here are all the questions that are asked about singing lessons, and so you're going to want to create content surrounding this topic. You can go to this tool, find a good topic, find a low difficulty as well as a high subtopic volume, and write as many articles as you can on both the headlines and the questions. You don't necessarily need to create an article for every single question or an article for every single headline, but what you want to do is include those questions in articles, in specifically long-form articles, to help you rank and build relevancy for that specific topic. Moving forward, there is SEO content template, which will help you create SEO-friendly content. In this case, let's say we want to build an article on how to sing better. We can go ahead and search, and this is going to research that keyword. While this is working, we're going to open up a couple different tabs. Oh, looks like it actually popped up fairly fast. So in this case, it's going to say when you're writing an article about how to sing better, it's going to show you all the rivals. So these are the competitors that you're going to be trying to beat. And it's going to give you recommendations to beat those 10 websites. So it's saying, here's some semantically related keywords. This basically means write about these topics inside of your article so that you can gain as much relevancy and as much topic breadth as you can with that article. Now you're going to need backlinks for that article. So as you can see, SEMRush also goes and looks for popular backlinks that are pointing to these top competitors. So you can go to these websites and get backlinks to your article so that you can start beating them. It says that the average readability of this is 76, so you're going to want to beat that when it comes to readability. One thing that Google looks at is how easy and accessible is your content to read, and that's a ranking factor. Text length, so it looks like 2,200 words is about the average text length for these competitors, so you're going to want to beat that. And video content is often used in these top 10 competitors, so it's recommending that you also link a video in your content. So these recommendations are extremely important and extremely beneficial when you're looking at ranking content. And it's just one of the many reasons that SEMRush is an absolutely great tool when it comes to SEO and ranking your website. It just provides you with so many different options to research and create content and everything else surrounding the ecosystem of SEO and website ranking. The next beta tool that you'll find that was recently added is the SEO Writing Assistant. When you're writing an article, it's going to be helping you with how well your article is written, what the readability is, how many words you have, what keywords you're going to be targeting. So you can start writing your article in this SEO Writing Assistant, and it's going to be going over everything that you're going to need to make sure that you have the perfect article to rank for. And the last thing that I want to go over is the reports. You can build reports for all of your different websites to review the statistics over time. I find that when you're working on your own websites, you tend to not actually report on them very much. When you're looking at your own website, you just kind of look at it every so often. In my case, I get really excited when I'm building out a new affiliate website or any affiliate or niche website, and I want to check those statistics every day. I'm looking at, Google Analytics, I'm looking at my Search Console, I'm trying to figure out how many backlinks I'm getting, are the backlinks indexing, and I look at that every day, and that could really take a lot of time out of your day if you're just constantly looking at those things. And so one of the great things you can do is automate some of the reports and just send them straight to your email, maybe monthly, weekly, however often you want, and you can just quickly overview what you're ranking for, what your backlinks are, how you're trending, everything you're going to need to know about your website so that you can focus on other things while having that peace of mind that your website is doing well. It also gives you updates on your site audit and other tools that you'll find in project management, which has many different tools to look at your website and to help you with a variety of things like position tracking, on-page SEO checking, link building, backlink auditing, organic traffic insights, etc., etc. There's just so many things that SEMRush provides for websites and for the SEO ecosystem. And so that's basically a lot of the features that you're going to find with SEMRush that are important for ranking tools. Of course, there's many other features that you can use within SEMRush that are going to help you, but I think those are the main tools that you're going to be using on a daily basis, and so they're the most important to look at to make sure that SEMRush is a tool that you're actually going to be using on a day-to-day basis. The last thing that we're going to be taking a look at is the plans and pricing that you will see with SEMRush. They have, in essence, 3 different plans, with the 4th if you're larger. In most cases, there's Pro, Guru, and Business, each being $100 more than the latter, or in this case, Business is $200. But I would recommend either Pro or a Guru. These are going to have the most feature sets for if you're building a niche website. The Pro plan is for, it's stated to be for freelancers, startups, in-house marketing with limited budget. It has most of the basic tools that you saw that I was showing. And it doesn't have as many limitations. Guru, on the other hand, is going to have a lot less limitations, especially on data. So how many backlinks you can see, how many keywords you can research, how many branded reports you can do in a month. Those are all going to be unlocked if you go to the Guru tier. Finally, the Business tier is for those users that want to use SEMRush as more of an agency or as a reseller. So if you're looking to sell some of those reports, maybe someone's asking for a backlink analysis or an SEO analysis on their website, you're going to want to white label that report. And what you can do is you can buy Business and then create those reports, white label them with your own logos, and then give them to clients that you're selling it to, and act as if it's your own report. So you will save a ton of time, and you'll be able to create these very in-depth reports without having to create your own tool like SEMRush. And so those are the 3 plans. Overall, SEMRush is a very good tool when you're looking for SEO analysis and website competition research. Basically, every tool that you can think of is included in a tool suite like SEMRush, and so I would highly recommend it. As always, make sure to like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.